Hey everybody, hope you're doing great on this fine day. I had a request from my friend Andrew to draw a US Coast Guard helicopter. So I've done some research online looking at images and videos of demonstrations done by the US Coast Guard, and I've taken a few notes. So I'll use those along the way tonight. And then I've got my Sharpie markers, my paper, and then I've got orange colored pencils and markers. As well as black, and that's everything I'll need. So starting in the middle of my paper with the landscape view, I'm going to make a dot, and then from there I'm going to make a curved line, and then I want to draw a straight line going about halfway across and then down and down on that side too. And these are kind of at an angle. You would call them diagonal, and then coming across here and around, and that's going to be the front of the cockpit. Then this comes down, it'll be part of the door, and then we're going to come back to the back, the helicopter right there with a straight line. Now, I did not learn all these part names, so I feel like it's a little bit like the excavator where I'm trying to learn about this object as I draw it. So now these look like 3 rectangles, and this one's actually the opening, and this is the door that's been slid open, so it has a rectangle window in it. And then there were some other things happening on there. I'll draw what I could tell. And then in the picture that I looked at, somebody was getting ready to rappel down. And so I'm going to draw the silhouette because you couldn't really see much of the person besides the shape. Okay. Okay, there we go. And then this part also had windows. And then we had the cockpit, which had a lot of windows going on. I'm so sorry. All right, and then the front part of the helicopter. All right, I should come back to the cockpit because you could see a person up here, and it looked like you could see actually part of the leg here too in the window, which I think they need all those windows because the US Coast Guard is involved with a lot of search and rescue, and so they need to be able to be looking and seeing where they're going, what's happening. Now, the picture I was looking at, the image, it already had the tires. Here's the tire equipment, and the tires were down. And so let's see if I can get this right. Okay, and there was some little part right here, and then it looked like some maybe antenna or something right there. Okay, coming along back here, there were several, things going on underneath that I didn't know what they were. And I tried to find a diagram and didn't find a lot for a diagram. But I did find some parts. So these are the wheels. And I wonder if they are pulled in at certain times, and then if they're out at other times, I'm not sure. Then this needs to connect kind of together here and come back to this back part. And then we also need the white stripe. Just have to grab a drink of water, so sorry. All right, so then this back part has an anti-torque tail rotor. So this keeps the helicopter from swinging around. And it was really interesting to look at this part to see the pieces of how you would draw it. And then in here were these blades that turn. And then here was the tail fin. And on top, I think that was a light. And then this part over here comes across and connects up to the other side. And they kind of look like they match up. So I want to see if I can draw them somewhat matching up. There we go. Now we're ready to add the fins up here. Oh, and then there's one more little piece here. Okay, let's get there. I called these the fins. This is the fin. These are the blades. So now let's, coming out of this top part, there's kind of a little part of a circle there filled in. And then you have some metal piece that then connects to this blade. It comes out. And then you have a metal piece going this way. And another blade. And then coming back here, part of this blade is somewhat hidden. And then this one coming down here. Across there. And then there was a little round circular part here that was there. So the U.S. Coast Guard is one of 5 branches of the military. It's part of U.S. Homeland Security. Annually, it responds to 20,000 search and rescue cases, so they get called out quite a bit. It was interesting to find that it tracks back to being one of the oldest branches of the U.S. military. The U.S. Coast Guard has not only helicopters, but they also have boats and ships, of course. They've got the helicopters and also airplanes. So it's really interesting to find some of this information. You can jump online, do a little research of your own, and see what you find out. I love the request to draw different things because it gets me researching a subject that I might not go research on my own. And I really like that and appreciate that. So thanks for the draw request, Andrew. I've got some others coming up. I've had a request to draw a deer and a penguin, so I'm excited to do that coming up soon. I've been doing some research for them, so you can look for those videos to come soon. You know, I said that you'd only need orange and black, but I decided to color these gray. I think that we need that little bit of contrast versus going straight in with black. And then I do think this part needs to be black, though. Okay, so you might look up and see what types of signa or different other marks might be on a U.S. Coast Guard helicopter. But there's what we've got so far. I hope you enjoyed this and have a great rest of your day.